Hi everyone, welcome to another installment of Top Nuggets. Top Nuggets is where we help and encourage today's believers in the areas of faith, leadership, and personal growth. And today's Top Nugget, I want to ask you a question. It's a fairly straightforward question. What does God delight in? And I know most of you will think of things like, well, God delights in our obedience. And of course, that's very true. The scriptures abound in passages that show that. Some of you might say God delights in our praise. And that is also true. It is very shown throughout the scriptures that our praise is something that God greatly delights in. And some of you might say God delights in our devotion to Him, our daily devotion, how we engage with Him daily. Absolutely, that is also true. Now, one thing you might not have thought about is the following, and it's found in Psalm 35, verse 27. Psalm 35, verse 27 says this: "The Lord be magnified who delights in the prosperity of His servant." Who delights in the prosperity of His servant. Now, when I read that, it greatly encouraged me. But it also made me think. I was encouraged because I was like, wow, God delights in my prosperity. Wow, God wants me to prosper. That's His desire. He delights in that. He enjoys that greatly. And the word delight means to bring great pleasure to. So it brings God great pleasure when I prosper. But the second part of the verse, or the last part I should say, He delights in the prosperity of everybody? Anybody? Christians? No. Of His servant. Now that's the part where we have to look inside ourselves and consider, am I really serving God with all the gifts and talents and abilities and time and resources that He's given me? And that's a really good question to ask ourselves because, hey, I think everybody, it's a trick question, right? If I asked anybody, who wants to prosper, all hands would go up, right? But if I asked everybody, who really wants to serve God with everything they own, everything in their being, everything they have, everything they are, now that's a tougher question. Not everybody wants to devote their entire lives to serving God. And see, that's the kicker. That's where we need to consider our intents and be like, am I really a servant of God? Because that's the only way that He's going to delight in my prosperity, is if it's in the measure that I serve Him. Remember, I'm going to leave you with these words. Your life is God's gift to you. Now, what you do with that life is your gift back to God. And it's also what will determine if God will delight in your prosperity. I hope this has blessed you. It has blessed me when I read the passage, and I hope by sharing it, it blesses you. And if it does bless you, make sure you pass this video along to your friends and family to bless them as well. I'll see you in the next Top Nugget.